Hi guys, how are you doing? This is Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com and welcome to my monthly prediction videos. As always, these videos are going to be for each, grouped by sort of element. So you have fire signs, earth signs, air signs, and water signs, and there will be timestamps in the video description, so you can definitely click on the timestamp for your sign and go see what the cards have to say for you. And also, I would suggest that you see what the cards have to say for your sun sign as well as your moon sign, and so that way you have as best of a complete picture of what to expect in this following month. And of course, if you need a personal reading, I am available. You can definitely reach out and we'll figure out a mutually workable time where we can do, over Skype, over the phone, or even via audio recording. And the audio recording comes with all the readings. So, just saying. um, and of course, these are the four decks that I will be using for this month, for the following month, which is May 2020. We have this lovely spacious tarot, which I will be using for the general part of the reading. The lovely This Might Hurt tarot deck is going to be for the relationship part of the reading. The Dark Mansion Tarot, I'm going to use this for the work part of the reading. And this is a beautiful deck which I have recently reviewed, The Universe Has Your Back. This is all about affirmations, and I think right now it is something that we all need. So I'm going to pull one affirmation for each sign, and so we're going to have that as well. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com, your tarot blogger, deck and book reviewer, and maker of these awesome videos on YouTube. I'm also a tarot card reader and mentor, and an author of this awesome book on tarot, which is available on Amazon, both paperback and Kindle, all over the world. Now, all of these links and more are in the description, so do check that out. And at the end of this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more such awesome tarot videos. Alright, now let's see what May 2020 has in store for water signs. That is your Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. First up is Cancer. I'm just going to put this right here and look at it last. General work. General relationships and work. Okay, got it. Okay, so your general reading, Cancer, is as follows. You get the Child of Pentacles reverse, which is your Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Oops, sorry. Then you get the Six of Cups reversed. Interesting. And also the Ace of Cups reversed. Now, two water cards. This Pentacle is also for Earth card. All cards being reversed like that. Again, very straight up. There's a lot of stuckness here. Again, and the stuckness is primarily in the emotional area, also in the practically sort of translating of that emotions perhaps. So let's see one by one what it is. With that Child of Pentacles reversed, I have a feeling that, there's going to be some really practical things that you're not necessarily paying attention to. There's going to be some moments where some really practical things come in front of you and you're not going to be focused, you're not going to be really looking at it, you're going to be maybe a little bit distracted, and you have Six of Cups reversed and Ace of Cups also reversed. Six of Cups talks about nostalgia. See this, right? In the reverse, it's kind of good to have that, because that means you're coming out of that very nostalgic area, but which means first you have to be in that area. And Ace of Cups reverse tells me there's going to be an emotional moment. Okay, again, all this water, all these feelings, it's like this is what I'm picking up. You probably have gone or are right now maybe going through a very nostalgic scenario where you're looking back to your past situations, could be relationship situations, could be work situations, whatever it is. You're looking at the past, you're being nostalgic, and you're just kind of feeling, hey, things were so much better back in the day. And now for some reason you're finally coming out of that space, which is good because you can't stick around being nostalgic, looking in the past all the time, which is great. You're coming out of it, but then it's also very emotional for you. You are, as you're getting over the past, you're able to shed a lot of the emotions that you have carried within you, right? In a way, this Ace of Cups reversed is kind of good because you are literally, getting all those pent up feelings out of you. Great. The cup needs to be empty so that you can fill it. So, again, this is a pretty good thing. What is happening, however, as a result of all this is that, some practical matters, you might be very distracted or you're not necessarily paying attention to these practical matters as and when they show up because you're busy, dealing with this and coming emptying the cup and getting rid of all the pent up feelings, emotions, and all that. You're gaining closure, maybe you're getting over your nostalgia, whatever it is. It distracts you from something very, very practical that you need to do. Maybe you need to do your taxes, maybe you need to do some paperwork, maybe there is other things, you need to pay some bills. Whatever it is, you are distracted, and that is going to come bite you in your ass later. So pay attention. Okay, while this happens, when this shows up or this is there on your sort of calendar or to-do list or reminder or whatever, put this aside for a moment, pay attention to these practical things, and then get back to this. After you're done with that, don't ignore it at your own peril, because it will come back to bite you in your ass. Let me tell you this. Okay. Relationships, we have the World. Then we have Seven of Wands reversed, and we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So here's what I'm seeing. World can also be an ending. While the World is also talking about success and glory and accomplishment and achievement, World is also coming full circle, coming to the point of ending and closure. The cycle is finally done with, right? You've accomplished all that you've wanted to accomplish, and you're done. So this is what I'm seeing, especially in light of these two cards here. Especially in the relationship area, you are really coming full circle when it comes to that relationship. Okay, you have finally come out of that space where you're like, you're done with it. if you were nostalgically sort of hanging on to the memory of an ex lover or spouse or whatever, I think you are now coming to a point where you're like so done. You're like, okay, you know what? It was good, it was bad, it was this, it was that, but now it is finally chapter closed. And you have done it very successfully. Okay. Now, Seven of Wands reverse, Wheel of Fortune reverse tells me that, a lot of the things that were bothering you, that you have really, really, you're going to be putting a lot of time and effort into understanding why you have been hanging on to this for so long, that you have hung on to it. Like maybe this was a very old lover or an old spouse or an old relationship, and you've kind of just been like, no, he's my soulmate or whatever, and you just hung on to this, and he's moved on or she's moved on, and finally you are in that space where you're done with it, the chapter is closed, and you're ready to move on. But you need to do the work. Okay, before you move on, before anything else, you need to look back and understand yourself objectively. Why did you hang on so long? Why did you stick around so long? What was it that was keeping you, stuck in that spot? Okay, emotionally, as you are sort of letting go of all these things and coming out of it, ask yourself what kept you, and be very, very honest with yourself. Okay, don't delude yourself saying he was amazing, he was the one, she was the one, or whatever. No, that is not the reason. Those are not the reasons. What was it about you or within you that kept you stuck in that spot? Okay, let go of that, and you will see a lot of things very clear. You will see how, especially when the Wheel of Fortune down, right, reversed like that. See, This is the cycle of life. In every relationship, it goes through its ups and downs. And when it is in the up, it's all great. But when it goes in the down, you should know how to deal with it and come out of it on the other side. So, there is an important lesson here, even as you are coming to terms with this, and there is a lot of closure happening, which is very good. Now it is time to be real with yourself and look at what you did and why, and be honest with yourself. You don't have to come and tell me anything, you don't have to go and tell him or her anything. You, this is honesty just with yourself. Okay, be honest with yourself. Why did you hang on to it or her, and why, and what was it about? And just be very clear. Don't, and again, don't put any romantic connotations to this whole searching. There is nothing romantic. This is something which basically, for one reason or the other, you were not ready or able to let go. What were those reasons? What stories were you telling yourself? What untruths, what go arounds did you use? Become aware of your patterns. That's what this is, right? Sometimes we do this, sometimes we put ourselves through this for no reason. Become aware of this negative pattern of yours. Learn from this. What is the lesson here? This is something, a lot of deep work, introspection for you, a lot of spiritual homework for you. Let's come to work. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, there's a lot of work. The Fool reverse, something new. And we have the, oh, look at this, Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so again, this message is being stressed. Pay attention. Okay, so Eight of Pentacles talks about a lot, work happening, improvement happening, trial and error happening, and learning and doing, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of that sort of energy there, where you're going to try different ways to get work done, different things, different approaches, different there's gonna be a lot of that do, redo, try again, try, do over kind of thing when maybe whatever work you are doing. And this is a learning opportunity for you. This is you are perfecting your own craft, and there is definitely a new journey waiting, a new project, a new something or the other in terms of your work, a new assignment maybe. And so all this that you are doing, all this improvement that you're bringing, with a do-over, redo, it's going to ultimately help you with this new project. So you're perfecting your craft so that you can take on this new project or this new assignment and do really well with it. Again, all this emotional stuff going on, all this emotional self search going on, you are free, you are good. At work also, a lot of work, self-improvement going on. Self-improvement seems to be the thing. But while you are doing all this, pay attention. There's something very important that you will let slip because you're distracted with all this. And of course, this is a lot of work, right? Practically and emotionally, spiritually, there's a lot of stuff going on. And so it is very likely that in that whole thing, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll pay this bill later. Oh, taxes, I'll do them later. Anyway, the government has sort of pushed the tax date, forward, so I don't have to look at it now. Whatever it is, or if it's a bill that you need to pay, whatever it is, do not get distracted. Do not get, I'm stressing on this, don't get distracted. Don't let that get to you. Don't get don't put it away or aside. Don't put it away for later. Okay, do it now, do it right away. As soon as it shows up, just do it, tackle it, because otherwise something, I don't know, it will just come back to bite you in the ass. And then don't come crying to me. And okay, what's the message? There you go. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth, right? Do the work, do the spiritual work, your truth. And again, this is something for yourself. This is introspection for yourself. So please don't lie to yourself. Okay, there is nothing sexier than your authentic truth. If you are someone who can't let go of people, that's fine. You accept it, you learn from this, right? Because the next time a relationship comes along, right, you will start to see what your triggers are and how you fall into that trap, and you might not get there, consciously. My point is, your truth is your truth. It's authentic, and it's therefore it's very sexy. It's nothing more powerful really than your authentic truth. So hold on to that. Okay, hold on to that. Come back to this every single time you feel, why am I doing this is just too much. And or you feel, oh, I don't think I'm that kind of person, yeah, and all that happens. Come back here, look at these words, say this to yourself. It's okay if you're that kind of person, quote unquote. That's fine. We have all been in that place at one point of time or the other, and we have all learned our lessons and moved past it. Some people get those lessons early, some people get them later on, some people are having them now. Doesn't matter when the lesson comes. The point is that when it comes, you learn from it. Your truth, your authentic truth, is the best thing. And when you face it, nothing better. Wow, okay. So that was Cancer. Next up, we have Scorpio. Okay. So, Scorpio, your general reading is as follows. You have Temperance, you have Five of Swords, and you have Two of Pentacles. Okay, so there is going to be a very big sort of learning opportunity for you, and something where you're going to find wisdom and sort of something beautiful, some learning opportunity, some wisdom, but under some very adverse situations. Okay, it is what it is, right? So Temperance talks about a balance between, see, this is all hot, this is super cold, and there's sort of balance, or I would say steam in between right there. So you are supposed to sort of grow from this. You're going to find yourself stuck between two polar opposites in a situation, and even in the middle, it's not always ideal to be there. So you're going to have to go through this, sometimes through the hot, sometimes through the cold, sometimes through this hissing steam and fog, and find a way to still grow and evolve. And it's not going to be easy. With that Five of Swords, there's going to be arguments, there might be differences of opinion, you might even lose friends along the way because you held on strong and firm to your opinion. Whatever it is, this is going to be this is going to put you through the crucible, really. And this is really going to teach you something important. You're going to grow as a result of this, but it's not like a straightforward smooth growth. This is a painful lesson, and you are going to grow. And as a result of this, you have this Two of Pentacles here. There's going to be something really interesting and sort of, I would say, a beautiful, valuable thing, a beautiful, valuable resource, a beautiful, valuable sort of cycle is going to open up in front of you. This could be, again, to do with work. There could be two different projects. There could be two different income streams, maybe, or two different money sources coming at you, which may be linked or interlinked, or the only link is you. Whatever it is, you're going to open yourself up to something, a realm of possibilities and practical benefits, but they are two. Okay. So this painful growth is still going to happen, and you're going to really, really grow and evolve because you stuck to your guns, because of which you might lose friends, but you will stay on the course, on the path of what you think is right. That opens up something beautiful for your pathway, opens up. Let's look at the relationship angle. We get Lovers, we get Eight of Pentacles, and we get Eight of Cups. See this? Literally, if I just translate this line, it says a relationship needs a lot of work to get, to become perfect. But sometimes, despite all this, you just have to emotionally disconnect and walk away. So maybe you put in a lot of work in this relationship. Maybe in this relationship you see, okay, there are issues, but let's try and work it out. Let's try to figure it out. You do the work, your partner doesn't, or maybe both of you do, but ultimately you still can't seem to make it work. And that's where that Eight of Cups is going to lead you. Now again, this could be a romantic relationship, this could also be just a regular friendship, whatever it is. Each relationship requires both people to put in work so that the relationship works. Sometimes some relationships, they just work, and that's magical, but it's not practical always. You only see that sort of stuff in movies, right? But what I'm trying to say is, in real life, even those, fairy tale prince and princesses needed to ultimately work it out. I probably think I do think they did. All relationships need work, and this is where you will put in work, you will both try, but it doesn't work out, so you will walk away. There is that. Okay, so or maybe, okay, another way of looking at it is this is all about emotions. This is all practical stuff. So instead of focusing on the emotional baggage, focus on practical ways of getting your relationship to a better place, and get rid of the emotional baggage. Walk away from that emotional baggage and work on the practical aspects of your relationship, and maybe you will see the harmony come back again. All right, or you will grow that harmony in your relationship. So see which situation is more feasible for you, see which angle is more workable for you, and work for it. Okay, but if you need to walk away, don't hold on to it. At work, you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Strength card, and you have the King of Pentacles reversed. So you're going to find it very, very interesting, very, very beautiful, balanced energy. There's also a lot of feminine energy here, which will, if you're a guy, it will work for you. If you're a woman, you'll find a lot of supportive women around you. Point is, feminine energy is there for you to help you. Queen of Pentacles at work, so you are going to really find the way to balance your home and your work. You'll really be in a good place. Even if, let's say, you're working from home, you'll be the queen of it. You'll really rule, and you have the patience and the comfort necessary to make it happen. You will have the ability to make it happen. You will have the sort of pizzazz to make it happen. However, the King of Pentacles in the reverse shows up, and now and then your routine just might go for a toss. Now and then you will see things not working out. Come back to the Strength card, okay? Don't let this get to you. Don't let this, blow your, just don't let this get to you. Just don't let this get you angry or worked up or anything like that. Come back to your sort of source of strength and compassion and peace and everything. Hang in there and you'll figure it out, okay? And here are the words. Wow, I honor how I want to feel. So it's all about your feelings. It's all about how you want to feel. And it's all about how you should stand up for what you want to feel, hold on to what you want to feel, or walk away from what you don't want to feel. Okay? You need to honor how you want to feel. Your needs come first. Wow, this is powerful. Okay, so Scorpio, And then we have Pisces. So, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, your general reading is Justice reversed, Ten of Wands, and the Explorer of Cups. So that's your Knight of Cups, again, reversed. So it's going to be a tough month, especially when it concerns decisions. Maybe you need to take decisions, or maybe someone is going to take decisions that concern you or affect you in some way. And whatever it is, there are delays or hurdles in that decision. Okay, so if you are taking a decision, there's going to be a really, you're going to find it really hard to come to some sort of a conclusion or a decision, really, because of one thing and the other. That Ten of Wands talks about a lot of burdens, a lot of weight, a lot of, essentially a lot of concerns and tensions. Could be workload, could be other things. You have just taken on the burden of the world, right? And it seems like you are just like, I have so many things, responsibilities, all of this. And so if you are the one taking the decision, these burdens might affect your clarity of vision and your ability to see through it and to take that decision. Okay, but if you are in a position where someone else's decisions are going to affect your situation, so it's going to create another addition in that burden that you're already carrying, because you're going to wait and wait and wait, and that person is going to take their own sweet time because of whatever issues they are having at their end, which are delaying that decision. It is what it is. And it seems like you have taken on the weight of the world. Why? For what? This Explorer of Cups in the reverse tells me that, emotionally this is bearing you down. You don't, you seem to have sort of disconnected from the source of joy and compassion, and the emotional source of joy and compassion in your life, because more and more you're focusing on the burdens, on the responsibilities, and maybe this decision which either you need to take or someone else is taking for you, and the delay and the hurdles and everything. So you're just focusing on the negatives rather than the positives, and that is disconnecting you from your source of joy and happiness. And Pisces, for you, y'all are water people. You are like water people. You really need to constantly remain connected with that divine source of joy that is within all of us, within you, within me, everybody, right? So, disconnecting from that is not going to help you. Just know that you need to be able to remain open, to the emotions. If it is happy, be happy. If it is not happy, express it, let it go, right? Don't keep it disconnected and locked up. Relationships, Five of Cups. Focusing only on what is spilled and gone instead of focusing on what is still there. Queen of Wands reversed, and that makes you feel all restless and impulsive, and again disconnected from your very creative vibes. And then we have Moon reverse, so there's gonna be okay, Pisces, this is Pisces card, right? Okay, but Moon reverse, so again, relationships wise, you're going to be in a very different frame of being. You're focused more on the negative than the positive, which makes you very impulsive, very restless, very much taking all rash decisions or doing some crazy things. Not good. The Moon reverse tells me, okay, ultimately I think these crazy behavior you will ultimately confront, or you'll be forced to confront. Why am I doing this? Why am I being this way? What's wrong? Right? You will ask yourself that question, and it's a good thing. Maybe these situations are happening because you're supposed to push yourself into that place where you say, why am I doing this? Why am I being this way? What is wrong with me? And when you ask that, you're going to find the answer. You're going to unfold. You're going to uncover. You're going to unlock. You'll be like, hey, I'm just focusing on the negatives. I'm not focusing on the positives. Yes, okay, I have responsibilities. They don't necessarily have to be a burden. They are what they are. Just let them be. Okay? If this is a decision, things will become more clearer. That especially. But if this is a decision other people need to take, well, it is what it is. It's not in your hands. Why are you taking on that burden? It's not your burden. Okay, at work, you have Two of Cups. Then you have Four of Wands. Very nice. And you have Six of Swords. So there you go. At work, you will find a lot of supportive connections and relationships that will help you find that emotional balance, that harmony that you need to move forward and move through this. So, very interestingly, so all this is going on in the personal sphere of your life, and although these situations push you to a point which will make you question what the hell it is that you're doing, you will find people at work being very helpful, very supportive. So the things are going on good at work. You will find the help and support and connection and understanding and all of that that you are looking for. Project wise, things will work out, things will be successful, things will start moving harmoniously. Different projects, different responsibilities, or even your interaction with your colleagues and all, everything will go fine. In even the Six of Swords says, finally things will transition, move. Things that have been maybe at a pause or have been waiting for something or the other to happen will finally start happening, and things will move forward to a positive sort of, towards a positive sort of conclusion. So things will start moving forward. Hey, there you go. Here's your message. The presence of love will always cast out fear. All right? So maybe this is right and appropriate for this moon card. So don't fear yourself. Don't fear anything really. Whatever it is what it is. Always reconnect with love, the presence of love. And that love is the divine love of the universe. That love is the divine connection that you have with the universal forces. And that presence, that love will always cancel out, to remove, get rid of all the fearful thoughts and situations that are there in your life. Okay, so anytime you come to that point where you find yourself caught in the grip of this, come back to this space, remember these words, reconnect with that love, that divine joy, and you will see your fear ebbing away. Wow. Okay, Pisces, that was for you. All right, so that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. And I really, really appreciate it if you would give this video a like, if you would share it with your friends, and if you would subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I put out these monthly prediction videos towards the end of every month, so that, for the next month. And I like to experiment playing around with different decks while I do that. And of course, I also do my card a day readings on my Instagram and on my Facebook group. If you like, you can follow me on either of these places. And I also put out deck reviews and spread videos where I go, look into each spread, and we do sample readings and try to see how to interpret things and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of tarot stuff that I do on YouTube. So if you like, please stick around and come back to my next video, which I'll be putting out next week. And I will see you then. Until then, stay good, be good, and play with your cards. Bye for now.